Hello and a very happy new year from Ask a Mechanic. I hope you've had a nice time over Christmas. This year we're going to kick off asking a very popular question. What is the difference between carburettor and fuel injection? Now, this is something which isn't discussed a great deal these days, except in tuning circles, because the vast majority of vehicles these days that come out of a factory are fuel injected. However, in years gone by and in motorsport and also in motorbikes more than cars, carburettors are still used. So we need to ask what they are, what the differences are, and which one you should use. To start with, we are just talking about petrol vehicles. All diesel vehicles are injected in some form or another, whether it's mechanical injection or electronic injection. All diesel vehicles are injected. So we are just talking about petrol vehicles for the purposes of this video. A carburettor is what's called mechanical fuel delivery, so it doesn't require any electrics whatsoever to operate. It operates purely on the vacuum from the engine that's produced by the engine, and the amount of vacuum that's produced by the engine controls how much fuel the jet drips into the carburettor at any one time. Now, it's possible to have either one carburettor for all the cylinders of the engine. That's usually what carburetted vehicles out of the factory have, or it's possible to have a carburettor for each cylinder, which is generally what's used in tuning and in motorbike circles. Now, fuel injection. Fuel injection uses something called a throttle body. A throttle body is exactly what it sounds like. It is a body which houses the throttle. Now, in that is a butterfly, which is what the throttle pedal is linked to. That's the accelerator pedal. And there is a fuel injector or fuel injectors which work alongside it. Sometimes the fuel injectors are in the cylinder head itself, sometimes they're in the inlet manifold, or sometimes they are actually part of the throttle body. Now, throttle bodies and fuel injection is seen as a more efficient way of running a vehicle, and the reason for that is because it's electronically controlled, meaning that you can more precisely tune the vehicle. Now, many motorsport applications do still demand a carburettor where either electronic injection isn't allowed or isn't preferred due to the environment that the vehicles are going to be operated in. But generally speaking, throttle bodies and electronic injection is more of a fit and forget system than a carburettor is. Carburettors will still need tuning every now and then. The way that the electronic fuel injection works is that the engine management system uses sensors placed at various points around the engine. So there's a sensor in the air intake or in the intake manifold to tell the engine management system how much air is going into the system. And there is also at least one sensor on the exhaust side to tell the engine management system how rich the mixture is coming out of the engine. From this point, it can judge how much fuel to squirt through the fuel injector with every pulse to make the vehicle run as efficiently as possible. Bye for now.